What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So 2 days ago, I stumbled across Predaplant in a live stream where my viewers were actually telling me which deck to play, and I realized that Predaplant in the right hands was actually really dangerous and could make a lot of negates, going first, going second, whatever, could break boards, could actually ignore cards like Nibiru sometimes, depending on how you play it out. Yeah, before you start into this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and also check me out on Twitch and Instagram. Both links will be in the description box below. And one really important thing is that I will be doing a live stream on Predaplant very soon, so make sure you are tuned in for that. Of course, we'll be on Twitch. Alrighty, combo number 1, assuming that you just have these 2 pendulum scales, this is the proof that Pend is best deck. Anyway, so you're going to be scaling 2 cards and then using the effect of the Bufocolia, whatever, make the ambulance and then go chilling 1, chilling 2, chilling 3. This deck chain blocks like crazy, oh my god. So you search a Predaplant spell or trap from your deck to your hand, and also you get to recycle back the Triantis with the effect of the frog, whatever, as now you get to either tribute an opponent's monster, thanks to the fact that this can randomly tribute opponent's monster that have Predator counter, or your own monsters. So assuming that we are going first and we don't have the ability to go into battle phase, or opponent has absolutely nothing, then the worst case scenario is that we tribute ourselves, which is still fine. So you summon the Cobra, which obviously gets to search for the branded fusion. Nothing forces us to summon Scorpio, that would just make us go to 5 summons, and also we would have to discard the Triantis, so it's really freaking stupid. I really don't see the logic. But yeah, anyways, branded fusion, fuse using the light hex sealed fusion and Albaz, because this play allows you to make Dragoon, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing with the Albion. But again, if we are trying to have a battle phase kill, then the Albion is summoned and attacked, though. If we do not have a battle phase, then it really doesn't matter. And now we scale the Triantis, and during the end phase we use Predaprime fusion, so fuse the Albion with the Cobra and the Triantis, because yes, that is the effect of Triantis in the scale. Very fair, that's why I was able to use 2 pendulum scales to fuse a monster. And now we're going to be going for Trifu Verdum, and still in end phase, because we can actually dodge Nibiru if we summon on phases that aren't main phase. So yeah, 4 summons were done in main phase, and Nibiru obviously is only utilizable during the main phase, so during the end phase, even if this is summon number 5 and we don't have a card in hand for the Dragoon negate, because again, I am assuming the worst case scenario, it's still completely fine. You can get your end phase card with the effect of Albion searching you branded fusion. So just like that, you were able to end on 2 interruptions and a potential OTK at the speed of light. Very easy, doesn't even take up your normal summon. So that's it for combo number 1. Let's get into combo number 2 now. Alright, this one is pretty cool. It's just branded fusion, and any discard can make 3 interruptions. Very insane, and you don't even go for like Dragoon Pass like an idiot. So we're going to go for the Lubellion, which is the light monster that needs a dark monster. So we send the Biblis, which searches a Predaplant monster from our deck to our hand when it is sent to the graveyard. So we're searching the whatever, this card, and we're going to be fusing for the Chimera Phlesia by shuffling back the 2 materials from the graveyard into the deck. And now we're going to be normal summoning the card and then fusing with the Chimera Phlesia to make the level 5, which searches us the Predaprime fusion from the deck to the hand on summon. And then we tribute the Lubellion to summon Cobra. This is going to be searching the Ultra Poly, very interesting. And now we fuse using these 2 monsters for the Dragos Tapelia, revive back the 2 monsters, pretty cool effect of Ultra Poly, and then we set 1 pass turn there. It only looks like it's 1 interruption, right? Well, it is 3 interruptions, look at this. I'm searching 1 card on our opponent's standby phase thanks to Chimera Phlesia, so we also have a follow-up. Very interesting. So yeah, assuming that our opponent is playing Orchist, whatever, Scrap Recycler can easily get negated by the Dragos Tapelia. Now our opponent summons any Dark Extender. Look at this. I can just make sure that he won't even get to make the Scrap Wyvern or something. So I'm going straight for the Trifu Verdum using our opponent's monster. That's a really neat part of the effect of Predaprime Fusion. And now if my opponent summons once from the extra deck, I can go Trifu Verdum, negate the summon, and that's game over. So obviously assuming that this was like a Scrap Wyvern with another extender that our opponent had that maybe wasn't dark, so we couldn't fuse with it with Predaprime Fusion. So yeah, 3 interruptions off of just 1 single card and a discard, and we get our money back anyways, and next turn we get to go for game. So fuse for Albion, and then banish 2, summon Dragoon, attack for approximately a lot. Like, how much damage is this? Like, oh my, yeah, way over 8k, because this didn't attack, and this was already way more than game. So that's it for combo number 2. Was pretty freaking nice. Let's get into combo number 3 now. Alrighty, combo number 3, and this is where you can actually start seeing the disgusting hands that this deck can actually have. So Preda Practice with Scorpio and any fusion spell, it really doesn't matter, they're all the same. Ultra Poly, Instant Fusion, Branded Fusion, whatever, because whichever one you don't have, you search with the Cobra, so whatever. Alright, Preda Practice, reveal the Scorpio and special summon to search the Biblisp, and then the effect of Scorpio is going to resolve in a separate chain link. So discard that, summon the Cobra, and then chain link 1, chain link 2. So you're going to be searching for your Bufucolia and your Branded Fusion. But if you already had the Branded Fusion, then you search for Ultra Poly or Instant Fusion. They achieve literally the same thing. Because for Ultra Poly, you get rid of 2 cards to summon a monster, and then get back your 2 materials. But with Instant Fusion, your 2 monsters stay, and then you generate an additional monster. So it always ends up on the exact same situation of you have 3 monsters on the field. So it's literally the exact same thing. But anyways, so you get to revive back your 2 monsters with Ultra Poly, whatever, blah blah blah, and then tribute one of them for the Saracenian, and now you go scale, and you're going to be using the effect of Bufucolia, so scale, fuse all 3 for Trifuverdum, and you're going to be using the effect of Saracenian in Chainlink 1, and then Chainlink 2, Chainlink 3, and you're going to be recycling back the Triantis, and then placing a Predator counter on every monster on the field, and also searching with the Saracenian for the Predaprime Fusion. And now the effect of Biblisp is pretty interesting in the graveyard. Revives back itself when you control a monster with a Predator counter. Well, if a monster with a Predator counter is on the field, so even if it's only on our opponent's monster, it still works. And now we go Branded Fusion, summon the Albion, and use its effect and chain Predaprime Fusion. So fuse for this card right there, which is Starving Venom Predator Fusion Dragon, can negate card or effects by tributing a monster on the field, so even on our opponent's field, with a Predator counter. So we already have one with a Predator counter, thanks to Triantis, which is Scorpio. And now we're going to be summoning the Dragostapelia with the effect of Albion. And this is already really good, and on the end phase, we get this card branded in red face down. On our opponent's turn, we go branded in red, recycle back the Fallen of Albaz, and then fuse for this card, the Lubellion, discard 1 card, and then fuse for Dragoon. And that's it, that's all, man. This is freaking 4 interruptions, which is ridiculous. So this is an Omni Negate by tributing a monster with a Predator counter, and then Dragostapelia can actually give a Predator counter on our opponent's monster, so we can actually tribute on our opponent's card. And then of course the Trifuverdum is a Solemn Warning, this is a negate, and the Dragoon would easily be able to discard if you have like any other card in our hand, which is easy to achieve since it's just a 3-card combo. So that's it for combo number 3. Let's get into the 4th and final combo. Alright, so anyone who knows me again would know that I always keep the best for last, and this one is no exception. So this hand really looks like it's garbage. I mean, you have the Hex Sealed Fusion, you're only 2 copies of Fallen of Albaz, so none more in the deck, and Preda Practice with Saracenian. So it doesn't really look too great, right? No Scorpio, no Instant Fusion, and we kind of drew all the bricks, but don't worry, it still ends on the full board, no problem. So you're going to be going for Preda Practice, and then special summon the Saracenian, and we're going to be searching for the Scorpio, obviously, and then normal summon, discard the Fallen of Albaz, summon the Cobra. Now a misplay that a lot of people would probably be doing would be going for Branded Fusion, and then use it by using the 2 materials from the hand, make the Albion, and then make Dragoon, and then pass turn there. But that's garbage, it ends on literally no interruption, so of course I'm not trying to do that, it's not good at all. So now we're going to be searching for the Ultra Poly, and then fuse by using the Saracenian and the Cobra for the Ambulomoni, okay, whatever. And then Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so double surge, the Predaprime Fusion, and the fusion card. So we're going to be reviving back the Cobra and the Saracenian. This card you are actually going to be keeping it on the field on our opponent's turn, because we can get another search, because this card is just really freaking nice in this deck. So yeah, Bufucolia, fuse by using the Albaz and the Light Hex Seal Fusion from the hand. So summon the Albion, and then make the Dragoon that way by banishing the materials from the grave. And now the effect of the level 5, so tribute the Cobra in order to summon this card, which is the Clamido Sundew, and we're going to be able to fuse by using the monsters on our field, so make the Dragostapelia, and then set when passed during the end phase Albion effect, set Fallen of Albaz, so branded in red, sorry, oh my god, but we actually have Fallen of Albaz in the graveyard, so we can actually use this card. So it's not like before where we banish our only copy of Fallen of Albaz, so we can't really do too much. So this is already looking so much better than if we actually misplay like crazy, but it gets better of course on our opponent's turn. So our opponent is playing whatever deck. I literally just crafted this manually just to kind of show how you can actually negate every card our opponent does like one by one. So Dragostapelia is the first negate, and then then after that, we can use the Predaplant fusion by using a dark monster our opponent controls, so that would be interruption number 2. Make the Trifeuvertum, which is going to be interruption number 3 if our opponent tries to actually summon from the extra deck. And since we actually fused by using the Saracenian, we get to search for a Predaplant card, which is going to be the discard for Dragoon, so even if we pass turn on no cards in hand, it's completely fine because Dragoon can still negate eventually. So yeah, Oh Dragon negate, and we also get a search, so we get our money back, and it's a good card, it's a Scorpio, so our next turn is going to be lethal. Our opponent still has a bunch of plays, so whatever, I'll let that card pass, but the Needle Fiber definitely not going to be resolving, so I'm just going to be negating the summon. And then, you know, Blackfang Magician, I don't care, you're trying to attack over my monster, I'm gonna have to disagree here. Branded in red, recycle back Fallen of Albaz, and then fuse by using 2 cards from the hand, and 1 card on the field, which is going to be making this card the Guardian Chimera, so you draw 2 cards, and pop 1 card our opponent controls. Absolutely disgusting. So you can even draw into hand traps like Ashen Veiler in this deck off of this card. So, oh my god, so many interruptions, it's absolutely ridiculous. That was 5 interruptions, you know, excluding the Ash. We fused using an opponent's monster, we got to negate a summon from the extra deck, we got to negate a monster effect with Dragos Tapelia, we got a pop and an Omni Negate with Dragoon. So pretty nice deck indeed. Deck profile coming up tomorrow and live streaming coming up very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.